Hello AC Universe and welcome to Canada Crossing. My name is Danny and today we are coming at you with a very special collab video that's involving some of your favorite Animal Crossing creators. And guess what? We're not doing Animal Crossing. Well, we're kind of doing Animal Crossing because, that's what we do. But we're actually going to be doing some Sims builds. Now, we had an idea what would happen if we make our least favorite Animal Crossing villagers into Sims and create their homes. So each of us in the collab had to pick an Animal Crossing character that we disliked the most, and then they were randomly assigned to each other. So we didn't even get to do our least favorite character. So I'm super excited to get this started. So before we get into designing the character that I was given, let's go through the list of who everybody else is doing and who we're working with. Sassy Jellybean is going to be designing Jitters. A Clumsy Pumpkin is going to be designing Rocket. Meg Crossing is going to be designing Rodeo. Kuri gets Soleil. Fleur's Crossing is doing my favorite, Hamlet. I wonder who picked that. And Crimson is doing Rizzo. And Ashley's Cove is going to be doing Becky. And we got Shino. Now you're probably wondering, as I was, whose least favorite villager would Shino be? Well, that was assigned to us by the one and only Sassy Jellybean. And she has a theory that Shino is some sort of devilish figure, which is fair enough. And so we got Shino, which I think we got off on maybe the lucky end of the stick there. Lucky end of the stick? It's a saying, sure. So, let's get into it. Alright, so I think the best thing to do is we're going to pull up a picture of Shino while we design the character. I think it's going to be easier to get the nuances of Shino that we need. And let's get to it. I think what we're going to have to do is try to make her... we're obviously making a human form of Shino. So I think we're going to have to kind of substitute horns for hair. So maybe she's going to be a fiery redhead. This could be fun. So let's get playing around with that. So let's start with the head. Actually, let's start with the skin color. So I think she's white as can be. So I think it's definitely, we're going to have a very pale Shino. Probably that pale. I don't want to make her ghost white, but I think that's going to be a good white for Shino. And then let's get right into some face details. She does have really nice eyes, so I want to focus on the eyes a lot. But let's give her, the face shape is all kind of subjective, I think. That's actually not bad. I don't want to spend too much on this teeth and stuff because it's really not that important to me, but the hair is important to me. Not because Shino doesn't Shino doesn't actually have hair. So like I said, we're going to kind of do the hair in red, I think a fiery red. But she's a peppy, so we have to remember that. We have to remember her personality traits. So she's a peppy. So she needs a kind of outgoing hairdo. And this is kind of peppy to me. And then it's almost like they kind of represent the horns, the two little buns on top. I don't mind that. And let's see if we can get a real... Oh, look at that red. Yeah, she's up to no good. Okay, let's try some eyes. I want to get the eyes right, because these eyes are not telling me the Shino story. Ooh, those are more telling me the Shino story. Now, I feel like Shino would have some kind of extravagant makeup, right? I feel like her eyes are very severe, so we need a severe eye story going on here. What about this? Ooh, can we do that in red? That is kind of giving me some Shino vibes. I'm tempted to make her blonde, though, but I feel like we have to go with red, just because her horns being red and we're kind of representing the horns. But I think also because Shino's fur is actually all white, so it'd be kind of that's where I was getting the blonde vibes. Darker lip color, maybe. Oh, let's start kind of a nicer shade, a little more neutral. There we go. Oh, she's trouble. Now I know what Jelly Bean was talking about. Okay, and then we're gonna choose the outfit. Now Shino has this really cute dress, actually. Very Asian inspired, so I want to kind of stay true to that. Ooh, this is not it. This is not really giving me the colors I need either. I like that, but it's not really what we're looking for. Now, admittedly, I don't buy a lot of the extra fashion kits, so I'm kind of limited to the ones that come in the expansion packs that I buy. I'm not huge into the cast creation. I'm more into the decorating and building, so those are the kits I normally buy for The Sims. So it does leave me a little limited as far as this is concerned. This is cute, but it's really not the right color, is it? This is maybe a little bit closer. I do feel like this is kind of close as far as the colors are concerned, but it's also very, like, not the style I'm looking for as far as Shino's considered. I do like this one a lot better, even though the color's not quite there. I don't like this. I mean, it doesn't have the designs on it, but I think we're closer to the color. This is a lot of the colors that we're kind of looking for. All right, let's grab her some new shoes. Now, her paws and hoofs, I guess, are kind of yellowy goldy, so I guess we'll go with like a gold yellow shoe. This is kind of really gold looking. I don't mind this. And let's just do some accessories then. I think we've golded. Let's do some gold accessories. That's not bad. It's got kind of some of the colors in our dress as well. So it kind of matches. Let's find a nice, let's go back to the head. Let's find a nice necklace. Cute. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. I feel like she'd have some like crazy nails going on. Like that. That's good. Yeah. She's ready. This is Shino. Shino! Oops. We'll call her Shino Crossing. And we'll just choose a she, her. I like this. Shino Crossing. It's time for you to move in. Alright, so now we're gonna get into the speed build of Shino's home. And all I really wanted to do was capture the basic essence of Shino's original home in Animal Crossing. And if you were looking at it kind of head on, you would kind of get the vibes of her actual house in Animal Crossing. So, I mean, there's an Animal Crossing villager's house is pretty basic, let's be honest. It's a one-room cabin, essentially, right? So, obviously, I'm going to give The Sims Shino a little bit more to work with. But I did want to kind of match the colors for her and for her original home, and I think I kind of achieved it. Her home is very beige brown. I did play around with the colors a bit. It did kind of like, I like the way this looked right now, but I did end up changing. Oh, there's Ashley working on her build, probably. We're always the last minute people, but regardless, I did change up the colors of the windows and the doors to make them a little darker. Even though it didn't match as well, it kind of was more the vibes of Shino's original house. So that's why I went with that. And in the end, I do actually think it looks fine, especially because it matches the roof. I will say overall, I'm not a natural Sims builder. It's been a long time since I've built a house in The Sims from scratch, and that we didn't have to. We could have decorated an existing house, but overall I decided it would be, in a weird way, easier for me to represent Shino's house if I just started from scratch. So that's what I did, and you know what? Overall, I'm really happy with how things turned out. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and claim that I'm amazing. This is like literally probably the first house I've built from scratch in The Sims 4. I've definitely built houses from scratch in like Sims 1 and 2. I don't even think I ever played Sims 3, honestly, and I skipped right to 4. But this has really made me want to actually start building a lot more, and I really enjoyed this process, I must say. I've managed to pick up a lot of the expansion packs and kits while they've been on sale, so it's really opened up a lot of doors as far as decorating The Sims goes. So I'm telling you, if you are an Animal Crossing fan and you like playing the game for decorating, seriously think about grabbing The Sims if you haven't already. And I don't know if it's still on sale. It's been on sale for a long time, like really cheap prices. So now is definitely the time to get it if it is still on sale. Even if it's not, they go on sale quite often. But I definitely think it's worth a while to check it out. So we're gonna keep going here, and I played around with some different interior flooring. And again, her interior too is also very beige. And I kind of want that green. We're going basically beige and kind of that green color. And it's really the only way I can make it work. As far as her inside, it's like all those like screen walls, like I think based in Japan. And I didn't really have anything that was going to work with that. So we're really stretching it. But again, this is just Shino vibes. We're just going Shino vibes here. And overall, I'm pretty happy with what we end up with. And I think actually it's going to be a character that I'm going to play with in The Sims maybe. And it definitely is a house that I think will be easy to maneuver. I'm definitely a fan of bungalows when I'm playing in The Sims, just because I find sometimes with a multi-level house, it's kind of hard to keep track of people, or your sim is like going between floors and everything. So I do like the bungalow styles, not only for building but actually for gameplay as well. I do think there's a lot of, if I were to play with this house, like if you play The Sims, you know there's certain things that you have to have in every house in order to progress your Sims abilities. So I'm not sure that I touched all those bases. Like you need a chessboard and stuff for logic skills and things like that. So I would definitely have to add a couple things, but I do think I got a lot. This bench, I love this bench. Like I want this bench in real life. I do end up changing it, but I do want it in real life. I love that bench. I just had to say that. So we're gonna start working more on the interiors. I knew I wanted a fireplace because it's kind of a cozy vibe in here, and we've got the living room, kitchen, dining room combination kind of thing. It's all open concept, which I don't know. How do you guys feel about that in real life? I'm always torn on it, if I wanted a big open floor plan or if I actually like my rooms more separated. In my current house, they are separated, and I think I like that. Our previous house, it was more open concept, and if somebody was like cooking or something in the kitchen and then somebody was trying to like watch TV in the family room, it was like loud, or if the dishwasher was running, it was always really loud. So it's like I kind of like that we're a little more separate now. But as far as the aesthetics, like it looks nice to have a nice big open room. So I'm always kind of torn on that. The kitchen, the kitchen probably took me the longest, and that's why I cut most of it out, because look how basic it turned out in the end. It is the most basic kitchen, and that took me like an hour and a half to design. I can't even tell you what was going on in my head. But it was so, like, it is such a basic kitchen, and I could not figure it out. So, I don't know. I think I was trying to go too fancy, and it just did not work out for me. The bathroom as well is a pretty basic bathroom. By the time I got to like spend so much time on the kitchen, honestly, which turned out to be a second in this video because I just sped it up because it was such a pain. The bathroom kind of got kind of a very basic bathroom vibe going on. And the bedroom, then I found this bed, which just is like almost the exact thing as Shino's dress, the character in Animal Crossing's dress. And I was like, oh, this is what I need. But then that floor had to go. So then I'm just gonna finish up the bedroom here. The whole thing is very cottagey, very zen. That's what her whole vibe is to me. I know she's a peppy, but to me she's very zen and chill. So, you know what? It is what it is. Overall, like I said, I am really quite satisfied with how this house turned out. I got to play around with a bunch of things and that I'd never really had a chance to before, so I'm really happy. And like I said, it really makes me want to build a whole lot more. Hoping that you guys get some Shino vibes from this at least. Now we're just gonna kind of have a little look through here. She's gonna go in. Again, the outside, I love the outside of this house. I really love how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. I love the front entranceway as well. And I really think it's nice and cozy. And I don't know. I really get some good Shino vibes from this. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you interested in The Sims? I mean, I'm not turning into a Sims channel by any means, but it's definitely something I'm toying with. Probably I would love to stream some Sims on Twitch. I have a Twitch channel. If you're not following there, please think about that. And don't forget to check out everybody else's videos. I'll have their channels linked in the description below. And you can check that out. I think it's, I can't wait to see what they come up with. It's gonna be really interesting, especially to see the characters. But anyways, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.